folks, Christopher Brannon here with the Coeur d'Alene Public Library and the Cooperative Information Network. I am solo today because George is out this week, and he will be joining us again in 2 weeks. But I wanted to make sure that you guys had a video. So today I'm going to share a little thing that I did for our libraries regarding audio prompts and items that we deactivate. We have at our libraries, we have hotspots and Rokus and Chromebooks that go out for loan, and when we don't get them back right away, we like to deactivate those to kind of tell people, hey, it's time to get those back. And so we deactivate them so that they don't receive service. And I have to notate that somehow in Koha so that when we do get them back, I can reactivate them. For the longest time, we've been placing those items on holds, but when we place those items on hold, it was more work to place it on hold and then bump it up to the top of the list. Sometimes I'd get skipped in the list for one reason or another, and the item would go back out to someone deactivated. So we tried a different approach, and this seems to be working better. What we've done is to create a new damage status that kind of stops the item in its tracks and sends it back home, which works really well. So basically, I put it in this damage status, which we call deactivated. And when that item is deactivated, if it gets sent back to another library, it doesn't trigger another hold. It will not trigger another hold. It will say this item's deactivated, and it will route it back to us. And when we get it back, it's checked in. They're told, the staff are told that it's deactivated, and they put it on a shelf. I have a report that I run that lets me know what's currently waiting for me, and I grab it, reactivate it, take the status off, and it goes on its merry way. So I'll show you what it is that we did to set that up and show you how that kind of works and the pieces that I've used in order to put that together. So we're looking at our test server, and I've got an item here that I have deactivated. When staff get it, it'll tell them on the screen that it is deactivated, but sometimes they don't catch that. There's a couple places here where it says that. I think one of these is an enhancement that I did to our check-in screen, but they don't always catch that. And so I added an audio prompt. And so when we check this item in, this is what is heard.
Warning, this item is currently deactivated.
All right. So there's an audio prompt there that tells them this. It's not something built in. So we had to kind of make this happen. We had to make a few modifications to Koha in order to make this work. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a deactivated status. So that's, I did that in the damaged authorized value. So we just added another category. On the staff side, it says deactivated. On the OPAC side or the public side, it says down for servicing. And that's pretty much it. Damage works better for this. It doesn't get lifted by check-in. It doesn't get removed from check-in, and it routes the item back home. It does everything that we want it to do. So that's why I picked the damage category. So the damage table modified with a deactivated category. When we edit an item, I basically click on the barcode and update the status to deactivated. So I go to damage status and choose the deactivated category, set it, and it's done there. So I've done the deactivation on the item itself. This is the only point where I need to set it in Koha so that staff will route it back to me. It'll come home so that I can deal with it. So we've created that damaged category. And the next thing we need is an audio prompt. You could record your voice. I frankly, don't want to have my voice absolutely everywhere. So, I'm already, on our outgoing messages for our library, and it's like, I don't need to be everywhere. And I feel like I'm lurking around the corners enough as it is with the staff. So they don't need to hear me constantly. So I chose to go to a site that I found. It's called Wideo. It's with a W. And this is a free text-to-speech software. And you're able to type in what it is you want it to say. You can pick between several voices. You can have accents if you want, so you can have fun with it. Just make sure people understand what's being said. But I picked for this example Trace Shepherd, and you can change the speed of it if you like, and then you can preview it.
Warning, this item is currently deactivated.
If it's the way you like it, then you can download the MP3, which is really nice. So I downloaded the MP3 on my computer, and so now I have a file that I can use. The next part is uploading it to somewhere that you can use it. Now, we have been using it offsite on our actual consortium website. You can point to sound files on a different site, but you run the risk if it loses connection or something. If it can't see it, it won't play it. So you increase your chances if you have it on the actual Koha server. So to do that, you're going to want to go into your tools and upload, and you're going to upload that file. And there's a couple categories in there. There was there's images and documents. I uploaded it as a document. But you're going to want to make sure that you tick it. Let me see here. Let me open this separately here so you can see this actually. So you choose your file, make it a document. This is important. You need to allow public downloads. Then you'll upload it. And then it will take you to this screen, or you can search for MP3 or whatever you named it. You can search for it. This should come up. And when you make it public, it'll give you this link. This is important. This is this is what you want to copy into your sound tools. So you can right click on this and you can copy the link. This is the easiest way to do it. I did that here for this test. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to go back into Koha administration. And now we're going to look for the section where we're going to actually stick that audio clip in for the event. So we're going to go to audio alerts down in the lower right hand corner. I'll take you to this. This is your audio alerts. This defines when you will hear a sound in Koha. And I have some custom ones in here. And what we're looking for, this particular line right here is what I've set up for deactivated. And so it's looking for specific things. And let me show you what it's looking for. So first of all, the first piece that it's looking for is the checked-in table. So it's basically looking for this. And how I get that, if you right-click and inspect that table, if you look back at the table, here's the ID that it's looking for. So the hashtag checked-in table is what we've got there for that. But I need to refine it down further because I want it to be a little bit more specific. So it's looking in the table data for CI due date. Okay. So this is basically where I'm looking for this right here, that where it says deactivated. So this is the damage status. So if I inspect that, it is inside this table data, the cell that's called CI due date. But all of these are called CI due date as well. If I right click on that, CI due date, inspect CI due date. So I just want the first one. So that's why I look for it, but then I do a colon. So there's a colon in there, if you can see that, and the word first. So it's only going to look at the first one. Otherwise, it's looking at every one of these and it'll play an alert for every single one that's on the page. And if you have 20 on the page, you don't want that. So just the first one. Then within that, it's looking for a span that contains a span with the class damage or DMG that contains deactivated. Remember, there's other damages. We have a damage review, a new status review. So we're just wanting the specific one. So in this case, if we are inspecting this, so within this CI due date, we're looking for the span that has the class damaged, and we're looking for the one that has the word deactivated. Or if it has the word deactivated, this is going to trigger this event. So that's how we boil that down. You can make an event, an audio event for just about anything in Koha. You just have to really narrow it down to specifically what you want, so that thing will trigger. So when this comes across, it will play this file, and all you're going to do is here's where you enter that information. It's a small text box. Unfortunately, I don't know why they made a small one there. But you're going to enter that information, what you're looking for. It's called the selector. And then that link that we copied from the public link over here, where we uploaded that file, we're going to paste that right in there, and you'll know that works.
Warning, this item is currently deactivated.
When you hit play sound. So if that's that works for you, great. You don't have to use a custom clip. You could use one of the built-ins. There's lots of built-ins, but if you want it to really stand out and be specific to your event, such as what we're doing here, then you can use your custom file. So this is really handy. And when we submit it, it'll be in there, and you may have to reorder this depending on if something else comes up first. You want that to be pretty much the first thing it hits on that page. So if many of these selectors come up on the same page, it's going to do the top one. So make that the priority by putting it at the top. So it is third in line in this case. So it takes precedence over these other items that might come up on the same page. So now that is done, when we check in the item, you will get that audio prompt.
Warning, this item is currently deactivated.
And there you go. This has been a very good tool for the staff and for myself to recapture these deactivated items that that I need to work on in order to get them back into circulation. So I hope that's helpful. And it's kind of weird being here without George, and hopefully he will be with us in 2 weeks. And just a reminder to everyone, if you like our videos, please check us out on YouTube. You can find our videos on our website, koha-US, koha-US.org. You'll find us on our you'll find our videos on our playlist, just like we always talk about. But you'll also find our videos on YouTube at youtube.com/koha-US, no dash. And you'll find all our videos there, all our different playlists, not only our training videos, but also meeting videos and meetings, conference videos. So you'll find everything that we've published there, and you can subscribe to whatever playlists or videos you like, but also you can like our videos, let us know that something was helpful to you, and you can also comment, let us know what you liked, what you changed, or if something didn't work for you, we can go back and revisit it. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.